In this video, I'm going to share some of my threads with you, and I'm going to take you through what was going through my mind when I posted them. So I'm currently running a pro football club, Al Qabila FC. I'm the founder of the club, and this is a massive project with a lot of moving pieces. To execute on it properly, I need to be operating at an elite mindset. So on my threads is where I post some of the behind the scenes of stories of the past, stories of the present moment, and also some of my thoughts and my newest perspectives that you might not get on my Instagram, TikTok, or here on YouTube. So in this video, I'll take you through some of my recent threads and give you some behind the scenes of what I was thinking. But before we start the thread session, the newest addition to the routine, the iconic Kaksu cup, straight out of Norway. So I was getting hundreds of hate comments on every single video I made. This went on for months and months. Imagine waking up every day, people around the world are hating on you. Then the next day, it's the same thing over and over again. But I believed in myself and didn't give up. Look at where I am now. So this is sharing a moment of the past. This was around 2022, actually, I believe, Jan, when I was sharing my journey to pro. The OG people watching, they know all the ups and downs I had to go through. I basically documented my journey to trying to sign a pro contract. And all I did was I want to inspire people and show them that don't give up. Keep going, keep learning, keep trying. And by documenting my journey, there was a phase where people hated on me because I think they couldn't have seen themselves doing what I did, and they couldn't see themselves having the persistence I had. So they were hating on me every single video. I would get hundreds and hundreds of hate comments. And when you guys are on the pursuit of your dream, when you're on your pursuit of achieving anything great in life, people are gonna hate on you. They're gonna want you to stop. They're gonna say, give up, you're not good enough. That noise will continue to rise as you continue on your journey. And the question is, are you gonna listen to them, or are you gonna tunnel vision, focus on the goal, and keep grinding? And I didn't give up. I decided to keep going. I stayed persistent, and look at where I am now. Next thread. I feel unstoppable. I know massive problems and obstacles will come up, but I know I will somehow overcome them. It's not about knowing the how right now. It's about believing in yourself, being able to figure out the how eventually. Okay, this is a big mindset practice for me. I truly feel unstoppable. Anything I want to achieve, I know I'm going to achieve it. And guys, it's not because I know exactly how to figure it out. It's not because I have the map in front of me, the tutorial from like A to Z. It is because I fully believe in the process of being able to figure out the answer to the problem, being able to figure out the map. So that's all you need. You need the confidence that you can figure out the process. Ooh, this one is a good one, guys. Time is running out and the crowd is booing you. Good. Make it louder. This is one that I've lived. I have lived this 365 days to trying to sign a pro contract, 365 days to building a pro football club. Time is running out. The crowd is booing you. You can't do it. You're not good enough. What were you thinking? There's probably something that you have in your life right now that you're trying to achieve. The time is ticking. The crowd is booing you. Good. Make it louder. Next thread. Amateurs seek the sun. Get eaten. Power stays in the shadows. I was watching Oppenheimer on a flight back from a business conference, and this was one of the quotes in the movie. And to me, what this represents is amateurs, beginners, newcomers. They often are overly excited and they put themselves into vulnerable places, overly expose themselves, and they get eaten. They get eaten. The experienced, the powerful, they sometimes know, okay, we're gonna chill back. We're gonna stay in the shadows. They know their place. And if you know your place and you make a strategic move, oftentimes you will end up winning. And that is why power stays in the shadows. Next up, if you don't solve today's problems, you will not earn the blessing of tomorrow's problems. It's as simple as that. If you don't solve today's problems, tomorrow you're gonna have the same problems. So you don't get the blessings of tomorrow's problems. So I know a lot of the times when you're facing with problems, it's easy to procrastinate and try and push them off. Guys, I'm telling you, tackle them right now. Whatever problems you have, tackle them straight on. Because if you don't tackle them, you don't get the blessings of tomorrow's problems. And the more problems you successfully complete, the more successful life you will live. I promise I'll make them feel the same pain. No need. You were the best thing that happened to them. You'll be everywhere they look, but nowhere to be found. That will be your revenge. I love this one. So a lot of times in my journey, I was on the grind. I was working incredibly hard and people didn't believe in me. They didn't believe in me. And that was painful. It was difficult to experience. And I'm sure you can probably think of some people in your life right now that don't believe in you, or you really went for an opportunity, it didn't work out. And that pain, that frustration, that anxiety, that nervousness, sometimes the fire is, okay, I might want them to feel that. But don't think of it that way. you continuing to stay persistent, you continuing to grind and ultimately achieve massive success, that will be the ultimate revenge. Because these guys are going to scroll on their phone, they're going to open the newspaper, look on TV, talk to people left and right, and all they can hear about is you. Ooh, this is a very good one. Our world is full of theorists. Theorists understand how it's supposed to be done. They also understand and enforce the barriers that should be put in place. Theoretical limitations, I call them. Don't be a theorist, be a practitioner. Practitioners seek to break those barriers and eventually go on to defy the odds. It is easy to write a book when you're sitting in a library at room temperature with your coffee. A practitioner writes a book when he's in the trenches. The body is breaking down. Pressure is high. Variables are unknown. Barriers become his enemies. This is one of my favorite ones. This one, guys, you can tell I was cooking. I was going through something and I wrote. So what does this mean to me? To me, when I think about our world today, a lot of people, they like reading. Okay, they like going to university, college. They like reading books, watching tutorials, watching how it's supposed to be done. But then when it's time to actually face the challenge and face the problem in life, they're not ready for it because they've never truly experienced the actual reality of stepping outside of the comfort zone. So writing that book when it's comfy, reading the lessons, right? Room temperatured room, you've got your coffee, you're chilling. But are you willing to be the guy who's actually willing to go outside, tackle his goals, tackle the problems, tackle the challenges, put yourself into discomfort over and over again? Because in that discomfort, that is where the juice lies, that you can't find in the books. You can't find that in the theory. It's only if you're willing to put yourself in the trenches. Okay, next. Couple new players came in on trial today. They kept it simple. They were quiet. Nothing stood out. If you want to make a new team, be different, make an impact, be loud, make your presence known. Guys, I'm tired of this. People are coming, trialing with Al Qabila FC, and they're being average. They're coming, one touch pass, quiet. I go through the training session, I don't even notice they came. What is the point of coming to a trial if all you're gonna do is do the basics right? I know coaches say this all over, do the basics right. And I agree, you should do the basics right, but it's not enough. Because if you do the basics right and that's all, you're going to be overlooked. Coaches, us, the club, we're looking for somebody who can make an impact. Don't underestimate the value of doing nothing. Oftentimes we feel like we need to do something. Sometimes the best move is to do nothing. And by doing nothing, you often make the most progress, or it's the most productive move, or you give off a feeling of scarcity. It depends on the context, but you don't always need to be doing something. Sometimes it's actually better to do nothing and let the situation play out. Everything that went wrong was your fault. Good. Now you're back in control. Everything that went wrong was your fault. Everything that went wrong was my fault. All the mistakes in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, whatever it was, even if it was that person's fault or that team member's fault, no, it was my fault. And now I'm back in control. It's all about taking accountability back. So instead of blaming other people, guys, even if it wasn't fully in your control and it wasn't fully your fault, decide to take the blame. Decide to take accountability because that empowers you again. So if something went wrong, it was you. If something went right, it was you. Regardless, the decision is always you. So if that's true, it just puts you in a powerful place because you know whatever happens, it's always going to come down to you. People are getting mad at me for growing so fast and taking over the market. Stop getting mad. It's going to happen whether you get mad or not. So might as well be happy instead. Guys, people, they're getting upset. Sohail Var decided to build a pro football club in 365 days. He did it. He did it. He's getting 30 million views a month. They're getting upset because they've been working for 10 years in Dubai, 20 years in Dubai, and now I'm the new dog in the marketplace with Al Qabila FC and the rest of my amazing team, and we're taking over. And they're getting mad. Why are you guys getting mad? I know you guys watching, you're not getting mad because you're the supporters, you're the real ones. But some of the people from the outside, they're getting mad. Guys, don't get mad. We're taking over. Al Qabila FC, we're taking over. You guys watching, you're the fans, you're the supporters. We're all taking over. So if that's true, they might as well be happy instead. You know what I'm saying? Every day I have 10 meetings, 20 calls, film 5 videos, run around the city sorting logistics for the football club. But somehow I'm still always in the top 3 hardest workers and loudest guys in our training sessions, pushing the intensity and setting standards. And when I think of that thread there, for me, it's all about standards. It's who are you as a person? Just because I'm running around the city, taking meetings, filming videos, and I'm exhausted, does that mean I get to show up in training exhausted? No, because I've set a standard for myself. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to show up at 100% effort. I'm going to drive the intensity. I'm going to give people positive energy. That is the standard I have for myself. So that's the question I want you to ask yourself. What is your standard? Are you living it today? Did you wake up with that standard? Did you do your routines? Did you think how you're supposed to think? Did you impact people how you want to impact them? What is your standard? Make sure you stick to it regardless of what happens externally. You know you, and make sure you do you. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me. There's a couple of other threads that I have that really zoom in on one of the most entertaining, exciting, and craziest periods of building the pro football club. Here are some examples of the threads. I'm going to pop them up on screen right now. These ones are crazy. Like, this is some real behind the scenes stuff. But if you guys want me to do a video taking you guys through some of those threads and giving you the behind the scenes of some of those stories, let me know in the comments and I'll make it happen. If you guys enjoyed this style of video, it's my first time doing something like this. I literally just decided to sit down, one take, authentic, real, read out threads, and give a little bit of behind the scenes of what's going through my mind. So if you guys like this style of video, let me know and I'll do more of this. And yeah, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you guys so much. Appreciate all the support. Keep grinding. Take on some of the perspectives and some of the mindsets that we talked about in today's video. And I will see you in the next one.